Hello, my name is Samantha Skyring from Taxist Accountants, and today I want to go through the support measures in place for helping employers through this pandemic. The UK government has introduced a series of measures to slow down the spread of coronavirus pandemic, so that the majority of employers are actually having to adapt the way the employees work. One of the measures that they brought in for employers was the Coronavirus Job Retention Scheme. Now, this actually allows all UK employers to access a financial subsidy worth 80% of their workers' wage costs, up to a cap of £2,500 per worker per month, plus the employer's national insurance contributions and the employer's pension scheme contributions on top of this. Now, in order to access this, employers would need to class their employees as furloughed workers to be eligible for this scheme. Now, this term isn't commonly used, but a furlough worker is essentially a non-working employee who is retained on your payroll, on the employer's payroll, rather than being laid off. The bonus with this is when things hopefully go back to normal in the not so distant future, you still have a workforce to continue your business. With being furloughed, the worker is unable to do any actual work for your business. However, the one sort of slight lenience in that is that they are able to do voluntary training. So they could use the time to upskill themselves. Now, you can furlough a worker for a minimum of 3 weeks, up to currently the end of May is the deadline. But the government are going to look at this deadline in the future, so it may well be extended. The employer has to designate these employees and submit relevant information to HMRC via a new online portal. And we're hoping this portal will be live from the end of this month. But until then, please make sure you keep all records relating to the workers you've furloughed, any correspondence you've made with them, and also any evidence of calculations you've made to calculate the amount due. The complex issue here is actually going to be around the calculations themselves. Now, for a full-time salaried worker, it is actually quite simple, as you take their pay as at 28th of February 2020, times it by 80% and compare it to the £2,500 limit. However, if you have staff whose pay varies, you may actually have to look at working out an average, and this is where the difficulties will come in. So it kind of depends on the systems you've got in place as to how easy those calculations may be. And I'm pleased to say here at Tax Assist, we can help you with those calculations. Among its package, to also help, the government actually introduced legislation to allow employers to reclaim statutory sick pay relating to any absences as a result of coronavirus. This actually hasn't been in place for a while, so this is a nice bit of welcome relief for employers. And the refund will actually cover up to 14 days per eligible employee. And currently, statutory sick pay is payable at a rate of £95.85 per week. And it can actually be paid from the first day of absence. Previously, with statutory sick pay, obviously as an employer you couldn't reclaim it from the government, but also from an employee's perspective it was only payable from the 4th day of the absence onwards. So this is actually coming in from day one, and employers can reclaim the first 14 days from the government. One of the other ways that we've changed things quite dramatically is actually the way that we work. So for hopefully some of your businesses, you will be tackling the complexities with working from home, having your employees work remotely. Obviously, a lot of this stuff is very sort of IT heavy, so make sure you've got your systems and process in place, but also make sure that your employees still feel connected, so that there's no distance there. This will not only help their morale and their well-being, but hopefully keep them productive for you. So don't be afraid to sort of reach out and come and talk to us. As a business, we've had to go through that change as well, and looking at different technologies such as Skype, FaceTime, Zoom, to enable you to liaise with your customers, your employees, maintain all those key relationships to help you sustain your business through this pandemic. Another welcome change that came in was you are now able, or your employees are now able, to carry forward any unused holidays over the next 2 leave years. So this is a sort of welcome break, because a lot of employees they can't go on holiday, so they were cancelling holiday. Through this change, your business may have been struggling, been quite busy, having to liaise with customers and so forth. So you may needed them to work right now. And you may be thinking, well, actually, when all this calms down, they've got all this holiday to take. I don't know if my business can go through that at the end of this year. So by being able to spread it over the next 2 leave years, it hopefully will enable your business to run quite smoothly. One of the last things I just briefly want to mention is the off-payroll working in the private sector, the IR35 rules. For those of you that would be affected by this, it should have been introduced on the 6th of April 2020, but the rules have actually now been pushed back to the 6th of April 2021. So a nice bit of relief there to not have to worry about this until a year's time. Now, here at Tax Assist, not only can we help you with going through all of these different measures, helping you claim the funds that you're entitled to claim, help you with the calculations, working out what you potentially could get back. We're also there just to support you. So please do get in touch with us and call us on 0800 0523 555, and we can arrange a telephone or video consultation with yourselves. Take care.